Back again, and I think on this episode we're going to attack the northern part of the map. So last episode was a short one there. We went and fought the Harpies and we saved Murkon from getting killed by them. I don't know what else they do. So I think the northern part of the map is where we're going to head off to. You might remember from before when we were going to get Karlach that I pointed out that there was a bit of a slaughtering, it looked like, taking place. And you saw that at the location where the Paladins of Tyr were hiding out. So that's the area that we're going to be heading back to, and we're going to start across that bridge and see where it leads us. Okay. I can't remember if we've long rested since... I know we will have long rested since the last time we bought from Auntie Ethel, so I might, after we've been through this bit, teleport back and get some potions if she's still there. She might have moved, because we had that discussion with her about going to her home in the swamp. She may have gone back to the swamp and I might not be available anymore. But hopefully it still is, because... oh. We've been entangled in some roots. Yeah, hopefully those potions are still available to us so that we can get the Hill Giant strength. I have 2 more available, and I probably should drink one now. So just again, my base strength is 8, this lifts it up to 21, so it's a huge bonus to my character's strength. And that is a lot of what this class is about. It's about strength, it's about throwing damage, so anything that I get that's going to be able to help me with that. That's why I opted for Tavern Brawler. If you remember in the last episode when we picked our feet, Tavern Brawler gives you the... you roll twice for the damage on thrown weapons. I think that's what Tavern Brawler helps to do. And you also get a +1 to either Constitution or Strength, which is why we're now up to 49 health. And that's going to be massively important in the fights to come. So there are a few ways through these fights. None are incorrect. You could only really do a couple of them if you knew what was coming up ahead. And I know what's coming up ahead, so I might explore that option just as a matter of interest to see how it goes for us. Because it might not necessarily be better, I might not be prepared to take us that way. Like I said before, I looted most of this area off camera. Picked up all the hyena ears, which are very useful. I should do the alchemy just now. So I always just extract all ingredients. It can be a wee bit detrimental to you for some missions because you do need to collect certain ingredients for characters. I can think of Omelium in the Underdark who you'll speak to, and he requires you to collect some ingredients that you can then craft into other things if you opt not to give it to him. But you could lose those ingredients forever if you decide here and now to do extract all ingredients. Then we come across the potions, and you can see here we've got potions of speed. So it takes ashes of hyena ear, which needs 3 hyena ears to craft, and then any salt. So I can craft 2 just now. We'll grab them. I'll craft a potion of greater healing, just in the off chance that something really bad goes down and I need a lot of health quickly. And
something tore
we will
right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Food carts that have been destroyed. Plenty of camp supplies. You can see there pumpkins 12, cabbage 7. Like, when you think that a long rest in this is 80 now, it used to be 40 if you're playing on normal difficulty, but it's 80 if you're playing on honor mode. Every camp supply matters, so you gotta pick up what you can get. You can see lurking off in the distance there a lone hyena looking quite unwell with some very injured hyenas nearby. So let's move on in closer. Is Shadowheart with us?
The beast
Why is
reeks
Shadowheart
of
not there?
brimstone and
Sorry, I I need to... Oh, no. I need to attend to this first. That conversation will pause. I think you notice something strange happening with the creature. That's all that's really been said just now. I need to bring Shadowheart up here.
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate.
Gonna put the beast out its misery. So you see, with this being a strength check, we've got the +6 bonus for Elixir of Hill Giant Strength. We still have the -1 because our actual stat is -1. Because it's 8, 10's 0, and then 8 is -1, 12 would be +1, and so on and so forth for every 2 points. We still have the -1 there, but the Elixir of Hill Giant Strength more than makes up for that. +2 for the melee proficiency, and then Bloated gives us advantage. That's what we're against, is something bloated. So there we go, we've rolled what we needed.
You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
And so we roll initiative. We enter combat. Now, this hyena's rolled higher than myself and Shadowheart. That's not typical. So, these hyenas are all growing gnolls inside of them. There's 3 of them here. Gnolls have about 40 health and these hyenas have 15, so it's so important that you kill them. This hyena here, however, is off to be a wee grass and snitch on us to real gnolls, already fully grown gnolls. They're slightly transparent here because they're just out of our range. But this hyena will do its best to bring them within our range. So, my plan of attack here is to use my bonus action to go into a frenzy. And have to listen to that god-awful scream. And then we're going to run forward here and give this a good old bashing. There we go. We will use the extra movement we have to go up with this hyena here. That's going to be our next target. Now, I am thinking Shadowheart. I think I might use Shadowheart to kill this hyena that's about to make off. Right, so there's 20 points of difference there, 15, 10. So about 14's the average that this will do, and I need 15. So I just need my attack to land first of all, but then just be an above average attack roll. Or damage roll, I should say. There really would be no other option. And then after doing so, no, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So, oh, right, we can't make it there in time. So, the backup plan is to cast Spiritual Weapon, place it down right in front of this hyena. Now it gets a turn on this phase of attack. We'll bring Shadowheart in close to this hyena. And the Spiritual Weapon attacks with advantage because we casted Guiding Bolt on it. Makes the land, does the damage. That means that there's not going to be any reinforcements coming in during this phase of the fight.
What is it? That hyena's going for help.
This sounded like it was my character talking, and he sounded like he was attempting a Scottish accent. How have I missed? 96% with advantage and the creature's lying on the ground. I would have had to have rolled a double 1 to have missed that. A 1 in 400 shot. Right, again, 96% with advantage. Yep, that hits. Okay. Then I don't want to waste a spell slot for this, so it will back off a little. Firebolt does 1 to 10. We have advantage. The only way that I'm gonna... Oh no, never mind. I've got the spiritual weapon incoming. Done maximum damage. Whoa! Oh, because it was its turn. Right, sorry. It's only got 26 because it's a newborn Gnoll. That's good. Unless I'm getting the Gnoll's health completely mixed up.
Let's end this.
Right. Okay. Not too much fuss there. That was good. We loot the hyenas for more hyena years. That gets us potions of speed. Always important. Please, if I can give you any bit of advice for someone that's playing this game on honor mode, is get the potions of speed when you can. See if they're available to buy from a trader, if they're available to loot from somewhere that you've gone by, or if you're able to craft them, get them. They are invaluable, really. Any opportunity to get yourself extra attacks in an honor run is invaluable, so take them wherever you can. It will be probably the one thing that I will use to dishonor my character, because again, he's quite a nice guy. He doesn't want to be bad to people or put people out if he can avoid it. So this is a part of a quest. This note says, deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Deliver the chest to me unopened. Open it and I will know, because you will be dead. This is not a threat. This is what will happen if you open the chest. So, there is a chest going around somewhere with people delivering it. It seems as though it might be something to do with the people that have been slaughtered on this road here. But there's no chest. So, someone's made it out alive with that chest and we need to figure out who and maybe what's inside that chest. I don't know. Maybe curiosity kills the cat. There we go. Nothing too interesting about that. There's a lot of notes and books around about Baldur's Gate, and it's really interesting to read some of them. There's one that's noting about lifting a ban on animals in the city. I think it's any animal bigger than a cat or a chicken, I can't remember which animal it is not allowed inside Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate, the city. If you're new to this game, you don't quite know that, like, this is the continent that we're on is called Faerun, so imagine that's Europe. And then we are on the Sword Coast. I don't know if you want to say that's like your France and Italy or whatever. I don't know, France and Spain, sorry. And then, yeah, there's Baldur's Gate, which is like the big city. It could be Paris or whatever you wanted, you know, just to try and link it to something real worldly there for people trying to understand the world a wee bit better. But Faerun's the continent. The Sword Coast is this area of the continent that we're on, and Baldur's Gate's I wouldn't say it's the city. It's not like the place to be. There's other places like Waterdeep, which is where Gale's from. So it's not necessarily the main place to be. Now I am yapping and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Shadowheart, because she wasn't following us earlier. Right, okay, she's following us now. We're all good. Yeah, so just for a bit of an idea of the geography there of it, that's what we're looking at. It's really interesting. The map for Faerun's huge. In Baldur's Gate 3, you only scratch a tiny part of it. It'd be great to see another game where you get to explore a wee bit further. I'm not sure where is explored in the first two games. I've not played them, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but given how much I enjoy this game, I think it might be something I will venture into at some point.
That symbol in the blood, what does it mean?
So, we have Flind, the Gnoll Hunters, a couple of hyenas. So there's 7 enemies total. One of them has over 100 health. How do we deal? Right, we need to watch this red here. I think that's as far as it's going to go. So I'm going to work my way around the sides here. Again, thinking about action economy, what you want to do is you want to keep yourself away from the big guy. Quite clearly he's going to be able to do the most damage, given that he's got the most health, and he seems to be the main guy. Oh no. Okay. Wasn't how I wanted the fight to start out, but Shadowheart being slightly further back is probably for the best.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the Gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Ooh. I think because Bunda joined the fight a little late, he is later in the attack roll. But that's fine. That doesn't bother me too much. Actually, might help here, because now we have quite a few of them bunched up next to us. Now, this guy will have an attack of opportunity if we back off. But I'm not thinking back off is right. Scroll of Burning Hands here could scorch 3 of them, but it won't kill anyone. Now, I don't think I can, unless I attack one of the hyenas. But surely... Let's have a wee look and examine. So they're not resistant or vulnerable to anything, so the method of which we choose to attack them doesn't matter too much. Let me think. Well, Frenzy. No, we won't. No, I want to... I'll use Ice Knife. I'm going to need to give him the attack of opportunity. We'll back off a wee bit. Hopefully it misses. It does. Right, fantastic. This is working out exactly to plan. So that'll hit the 3 of them. And what it'll also do is it'll cover that area of ground with ice, which means that any other Gnolls that are going to be pressing on the attack here will have to roll dexterity saving throws to make it through, otherwise they're going to slip. There we go. So we've knocked him prone. Now we still have a bonus action. I'm just going to use Frenzy. You see, your rage turns into a frenzy. You gain frenzied striking and rage throw. You can also make an improvised weapon attack as a bonus action. So we'll back ourselves off here. And that's all we can do. That acid arrow has missed, which is excellent. We'll step out of the acid. So the attack that I done created very little actual damage to these creatures. However, it has put up the ice there, which is very powerful. It'll give us more of a chance to set about an attack. Just need to plan what I'm going to do. Could level 1 guiding bolt, the one that's nearest to us. I think so. It won't kill him. Okay, so we've got this guided strike, which costs us a divinity point, and it'll guarantee that we're going to hit this because we rolled a 12, we needed a 14. That adds 10, making 22. And we will call in a spiritual weapon. I don't know if any of the actual choices of the spiritual weapon matter. I'm just going to call in the maul. Why not? And then Shadowheart can back off a little again.
On I go.
It's always important when you can, if you're in a fight that you're outnumbered, is just to keep backing off, because even if it means one or two of them need to dash again, that's less attacks that they have on that next orbit you've got. So every opportunity you get to mitigate, you should. Right, it does 5 to 12 damage, and this guy has 12 hit points left. I think it's important to finish him off, because he does have quite a strong attack. A strong attack compared to, say, the hyenas or whatever. I could use it on the hyena here. That one's got 11, so that this hyena that's closest has the least health. But I can take that out next turn with a frenzied strike. So. Oh, the crit. Nice. I didn't expect it to kill him. I thought I'd bring him down low enough. Okay, that's very good. We will move this just slightly round. Oh, and I can't now because the hyena's blocking. That's fine. Let's see what Flind does.
With a shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No, the voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Haha. So Flind is a follower of the Absolute. Now, I couldn't think of a better possible time to save myself than to recruit an enemy that has 110 health points to my side. So I'm going to use the power within me to make her obey the voice, to brave the flames and feast on the meat in the cave. I'm seeing it says her. I didn't think that Flind was a her. No reason. Yeah, because the other one's search her mind for the source of the voice. That doesn't matter. And then withdraw from her and prepare to strike. If you're brave enough. You're going to need to kill all of them then. So yeah, we're going to go number 2. And it's a very basic roll. Get a 1 in 20 chance of failing and 19 to 20 passing.
Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole. It is the source of the voice. She will obey it. She will obey you. Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
No. I was expecting something a bit different to happen there. I thought she...
Should get some rest. It seems our infection comes with an unexpected symptom. The ability to influence others. An interesting development, but one to be treated with caution. For better or for worse.
I'm trying to think about this from Bunda's perspective, because I think such powers of manipulation could be useful, and if it makes our enemies more malleable, all the better. So you're talking enemies there. Yeah, I think that's definitely what I would go for personally. But I think Bunda's maybe a bit more cautious in this regard, where he would say that these are strange times and even stranger powers. We should seek to understand them before we make any rash decisions.
Sensible.
Excellent. Okay. Now, let's
I'll fill that one
get
later.
ourselves healed. Hopefully, I'm not about to End myself off here.
What's that?
Hello.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of the survivors wasn't enough to satisfy her.
So 3 options here. Exert your mental power, commanding her to leave. Or, she wants more meat. Dominate her mind, ordering her to feast on the other gnolls. Or sever the mental connection and prepare to fight. I'm going to go for number 2. It was just 10 seconds ago I was ready to kill them all. So if she can help me do that, fantastic. Now, this is quite a high roll to achieve. I need at least a 14 to guarantee it. An 11 might. Oh, perfect. Yes, 17. And we get the +4 anyway, so, you know, our cup runneth over.
Sensing your presence, the Gnolls tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on gnoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat.
Fantastic. So she is on our side now. Good damage there. Let's get some high ground. And yeah, let's call in the spiritual weapon. No harm in not doing it. It means we have 1 spell slot left, but that's a lot of extra damage on the field for us. Since you've decided to come up and have a bite of me. Here's a bite back from my sword. Got a frenzy again. So I want the gnolls to do damage to Flind, because my plan is to betray him at the last possible second. If that is what ends up being necessary. Like, see if I'm in a position to be able to do that. Say I've got 3 people up, me, Shadowheart, plus the spiritual weapon here. If all of us are still up with decent health, then I'll turn on Flind. But this is all just part of many plans that I might have for how this will go. I just need to see how it turns out. I don't like that they're attacking me still. Can we please focus back on Flind? Right, Shadowheart's turn. 13 health, 17 health, 3 health, right. So, Firebolt, that should do the job. Healing. Probably Shadowheart, because she has 20 hit points and Bunda has 35. There we go.
No choice but to keep going.
For Bunda, you're going to step in and yeah, go for a frenzied strike on this Gnoll Flesher. Then back off slightly. Take aim with your arrow. And hit that Gnoll Hunter. Gonna back off a wee bit more again, just so that maybe Flind will take some of the damage instead of us. Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Don't know whether it's because of what I chose to do or if that's just the way it was gonna go. Right. Attack Flind. No. Okay. Decision time. Flind has 80 health. Now Bunda would maybe get 2 attacks on him before he's down. Before Bunda's down, sorry. And that consists of 4 strikes. Let's say they do 13 damage. That'd be 52 overall. With Shadowheart maybe being able to do 20 damage over the 2 turns total. So I'd be very close. I think if Shadowheart can step out to the edge here and take a firebolt off of the Gnoll Hunter.
Time to push my luck again.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of her pack wasn't enough to satisfy her.
This is going to be a very high skill roll, but we need to try it. So I'm going to dominate her mind, commanding her to feast on herself. Was it not 15 a second ago to command her to feast on her pack? And now it's a 10 to command her to feast on herself? I feel like one of them takes a wee bit more convincing to do. Well, there we go. We didn't need to fight Flind.
Her tadpole responds, thrashing violently, and the fragile tissue of her brain tears and splits. You taste the blood in her throat, feel it pooling in the cavity of her skull. But she still resists.
I see. That's why. So, harness your willpower and order her to devour herself. We roll again. Now it's a 15. That +1 with a 5 looks like 15. We roll inspiration. We've got to try this again. Okay, now I really hope that Flind has not healed and that the spiritual weapon is still out in the battlefield, because if it's not, we need to make a way.
She resists, her mind's teeth piercing your brain. Pain shoots through you. She severs the connection and prepares to attack.
Can't blame you. I'm sorry? What? Where were those kind of attacks when you were fighting your own? Right, can Shadowheart move here? Yeah, right, okay. So, plan. Haha. We're getting out of here as fast as possible, because that Bunda had more health than Shadowheart does now. And I thought I had another spell slot. Did I use my last spell slot? That was really stupid of me. Right, so thank God we've done this. Potions. We do have a potion of invisibility. So, potion of speed, you gain an extra action, +2 bonus to armor class, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and double your movement speed. So the extra action means that I could dash twice with double my movement speed. I'd almost definitely be able to get away on the one turn. So we go dash. We go dash. 50 movement. Let's do this for now. Which takes 2 damage running over fire. Yeah, you can see we've got the flee combat, but look at that, like, look at how far we've been able to travel. Glad, maybe perhaps quite lucky where Flind was standing, it wasn't able to get the opportunity attack off on us, but yeah, she wasn't able to get the opportunity attack off on us. Well, that was dreadful. That happened so quick. I really thought I'd have been able to survive at least 2 turns. The first turn getting the attack in, second turn being the one that ends me. Because Flind rolled higher on the initiative, she was able to attack first. Yeah. Right, Bunda's been finished off. We will go over to Withers and summon him back.
Spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Then thou must return with the proper payment.
This is the price of balance.
Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance for a moment. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
We're back.
Is that blood? No, never mind. That's interesting.
Okay. We are encumbered. Let me see. Wait. Why do I have a severed head? So camp supply pack's getting pretty full. We're just going to send that to camp now. You can always draw off of those supplies whenever you need them. So don't worry about sending them to camp and then having to pick through them at some point later. You'll always have them. What I usually do then is I take, say, Shadowheart supply pack, which means that when I start gathering more food, it'll all go into this one. And when that gets too full, we can send that to camp. And you can just rinse and repeat that with all of the origin characters that you collect along the way in your camp. Right. Let's see. Alchemy. Extract all ingredients. Potions. We can make a couple more potions of speed. So we're up to 5, is that total? Yep, 5 total. Okay, that's good news. What we want to do is take a long rest. That took a bit out of us. We've got 1 short rest left, I think. No rage.
What to do?
Excuse me. And then Shadowheart has no spells.
Looking ahead.
Oh, there might be a wee chat tonight. Oh no, not this.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Try to think what I would do in real life if I had this kind of discomfort. Wipe the sweat from your brow.
Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
There she is.
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. First you, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Yeah, so I'll try and persuade her. And say, look, we're just exhausted. Lower the blade before you do something foolish. That's such a high roll. Oh no, we need maximum. We need maximum from guidance. Oh my god! Yes! Come on.
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Very threatening.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
So you see the videos here of the times that the Dream Visitor has come to our rescue. But we don't know who she is, so we'll ask, who the hells are you?
Your salvation. And not for the first time. I saved you before.
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
There is... I don't think there's any gameplay difference to these two, but I feel like... Yeah, I feel like Bunda would get up on his own.
Independent. Good. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wait now. You'll feel better. I promise.
We got sent lying there. Okay. Well, we've met a new main character, the Dream Visitor, protecting us, keeping us safe inside Shadowheart's astral prison.
What do you get up to all day without us, hmm?
You could have at least said it to his face. Scratches off there. I do love the camp interactions. That is really nice. There's lots of different ways the characters go about. It's great as well. I know there's people that play with mods on the game so that they can have everyone out with them, walking through and fighting as well. I think it's a bit ridiculous when you've got 8 or 9 companions out fighting at the same time with you, because how can you lose? People have completed this game on honor mode solo, and some people are going out there with 9 companions. See if it's for a point of storytelling and you're wanting to get the best out of having these people coming around with you. I get it. That's absolutely fine. You know, that's it. It is the interactions between the characters that really make this game for me. And yeah, but it runs like this where you're having to challenge yourself adds an extra layer of excitement to the game. You have to play it differently, find new ways around it, which you wouldn't if you had 9 or 10 companions out with you. You would just lay in with as many attacks as you can and you would make it out alive. So I'm going to end off the episode here after I've yapped for a wee bit at the end there. Yeah, we've done most of the Risen Road now. That's going across the top of the map, fighting through the Gnolls. I do have to return to that cave because there is the missing shipment that we located down there. So I will be returning there, and I think we will also make our way over to Joaquin's Rest, which we heard the goblins had a raid on earlier. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you stick around to see how this series ends.